My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the B.Ed 4th semester subject guidance and counseling as prescribed by Osmania University and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 1 first important short question is: define guidance and explain its need in education. Guidance and its need in education. Guidance means giving proper help, advice, and direction to students so that they can make the right choices in studies, career, and personal life. It is not forcing them, but supporting them to take decisions on their own. Need of guidance in education. 1. Academic help. Students often get confused about which subject to choose or how to study effectively. Guidance helps them improve study habits. Example: a teacher guiding a student to prepare a timetable for exam revision. 2. Career planning. Students need advice about future careers. Guidance shows them different career options. Example: suggesting a science student about careers in medicine, engineering, or research. 3. Personal and social adjustment. Adolescents face emotional and peer pressure problems. Guidance helps them manage stress and relationships. 4. Overall development. With guidance, students become confident, disciplined, and responsible. Conclusion. Thus, guidance in education helps students choose the right path, overcome problems, and grow into successful individuals. Memory tip: guidance is equal to direction plus support plus growth. Next important short question is: 2. What are the principles of guidance? Principles of guidance. Guidance is based on some principles that help teachers and counselors support students effectively. 1. Individual difference. Every student is unique in abilities, interests, and personality. Guidance should respect these differences. Example: one student may love arts, while another prefers science. 2. Holistic development. Guidance should focus on the student's total growth, academic, emotional, social, and career. 3. Students' active role. Guidance does not impose decisions. It encourages students to participate and make their own choices. Example: a teacher suggests career options, but the final decision is the student's. 4. Continuity. Guidance should be a continuous process, not just during exams or career selection. 5. Flexibility. Guidance should adjust according to the student's needs, situation, and environment. Conclusion. The principles of guidance ensure that students receive right help at the right time so they can grow with confidence and independence. Memory tip: think IHSCF: individual, holistic, student's role, continuity, flexibility. Next important short question is: 3. Differentiate between individual and group guidance. Individual guidance means giving help to one student at a time. The counselor or teacher studies the student's problems deeply and gives personal advice. Example: a student who feels nervous about choosing between commerce or science after class 10 meets a counselor for one-to-one discussion. Group guidance means giving help to many students together who have similar needs. Here, the teacher or counselor gives general advice, activities, or talks to guide the whole group. Example: a career talk for all class 12 students about higher education options is group guidance. Key differences. Individual guidance is personal, detailed, and private. Group guidance is common, general, and for many students at the same time. Conclusion. Both are important. Individual guidance solves personal problems, while group guidance saves time and spreads awareness among many learners. Memory tip: Think 1 is equal to personal, many is equal to general to remember the difference. Next important short question is 4. Mention any 3 characteristics of a good counselor. 3 characteristics of a good counselor. 1. Empathy, understanding feelings. A good counselor can put themselves in the student's place and feel their problems. Example, if a student is shy to speak in class, the counselor listens patiently without judging. 2. Good communication skills. The counselor must talk clearly, listen carefully, and create trust. Example, by using simple words and friendly tone, the counselor makes students feel comfortable. 3. Patience and confidentiality. A good counselor never rushes and always keeps the student's secrets safe. Example, if a student shares family problems, the counselor does not tell others but guides the student calmly. Conclusion. A good counselor is like a guide and friend who listens, understands, and helps students face their personal, academic, or career problems with confidence. Easy tip, remember ECP: empathy, communication, patience is equal to good counselor. Next important short question is 5. What is directive counseling? How is it different from non-directive counseling? Directive and non-directive counseling. Directive counseling. In directive counseling, the counselor takes the main role. The counselor listens to the problem, analyzes it, and gives direct advice or solution. Example, a student is confused about choosing science or commerce. The counselor studies the student's marks and interest, then clearly advises, you should take commerce. Non-directive counseling. Here, the counselor acts as a guide or supporter but does not give a direct answer. Instead, the student is encouraged to think, reflect, and take their own decision. Example. The same student is asked questions like, what subjects do you enjoy? What career do you dream of? The student then chooses by themselves. Difference. Directive is equal to counselor-centered, advice-giving. Non-directive is equal to student-centered, decision-making. Conclusion. Directive is like a teacher giving answers, while non-directive is like a coach helping you find your own answer. Easy tip, remember D direct advice, ND no direct advice. Next unit 1. Long questions. First important long question is: explain the concept, nature, and scope of guidance in detail. Concept, nature, and scope of guidance. Concept of guidance. Guidance means helping a person to understand themselves and their surroundings so that they can make the right choices in life. It is not about giving ready-made answers, but about supporting a person to find their own path. In schools, guidance helps students select subjects, improve study skills, plan their careers, and deal with personal challenges. In simple words, guidance is like a torchlight that shows the way in darkness. Nature of guidance. 1. Continuous process. Guidance is not given only when problems occur, it is needed throughout life to make better decisions. 2. Individual-centered. Every student is different, so guidance is based on individual needs, interests, and abilities. 3. Holistic guidance covers educational, vocational, career, personal, and social areas. 4. Developmental and preventive. It not only solves problems but also prevents them and helps in overall growth. 5. Democratic in nature. Guidance respects the student's freedom to choose their path. Scope of guidance. The scope of guidance is very wide and covers different areas of life. 1. Educational guidance, helping students choose subjects, develop study habits, adjust to school, and plan higher studies. Example, A student struggling in mathematics may be guided to improve through practice methods or choose another subject suitable for their strengths. 2. Vocational guidance, assisting students in career planning by matching their interests, skills, and job opportunities. Example, a student good at drawing may be guided towards architecture or design instead of a science career. 3. Personal and social guidance, helping students solve personal problems like stress, low confidence, or difficulty in making friends. Example, a shy student can be guided to participate in group activities to build confidence. 4. Adjustment guidance, supporting students in adjusting to changes like shifting schools, peer pressure, or new learning environments. Conclusion. In short, guidance is a lifelong process that helps students make wise decisions, solve problems, and develop their personality. It ensures they grow into confident, capable, and responsible individuals. Just like a compass shows direction to a traveler, guidance shows direction to students in life. Next important long question is: 2. Discuss the types of guidance with suitable examples. Types of guidance. Guidance is the process of helping a person choose the right path in studies, career, and personal life. It is like a helping hand that supports students to make better decisions. There are different types of guidance, each focusing on a particular area of life. 1. Educational guidance. This type of guidance helps students in their studies and academic growth. It supports them in choosing the right subjects, developing good study habits, improving learning methods, and preparing for exams. Example, a student confused about whether to take science or commerce after class 10 is given guidance based on their interests, marks, and future goals. 2. Vocational guidance. Vocational guidance is related to choosing a suitable career or profession. It matches the student's abilities, interests, and job opportunities. It also helps in preparing for competitive exams, skill development, and future employment. Example, a student who loves drawing may be guided towards architecture or graphic designing instead of engineering. 3. Personal guidance. Students often face emotional, psychological, and social problems. Personal guidance helps them deal with stress, lack of confidence, stage fear, or peer pressure. Example, a shy student who avoids group activities is guided to participate in drama or debates to improve confidence. 4. Social guidance. This type of guidance focuses on helping students adjust with others in society. It includes developing good relationships, cooperation, respect, and discipline. Example, a student who finds it difficult to work in teams is guided to take part in group projects to improve social skills. 5. Moral guidance. Moral guidance helps students understand values like honesty, respect, and responsibility. It prevents them from getting into wrong habits. Example, a teacher guiding students about the harmful effects of cheating in exams is giving moral guidance. Conclusion. In short, guidance is like a torch that shows the right path in different areas of life. Educational, vocational, personal, social, and moral guidance together help students grow into confident, capable, and responsible individuals. Just like a GPS gives directions to a traveler, guidance gives directions to students in their life journey. Next important long question is: 3. Explain the role of the teacher in guidance and describe strategies for effective guidance. Role of the teacher in guidance and strategies for effective guidance. Role of the teacher in guidance. Teachers play a very important role in guiding students because they spend the most time with them in school. A teacher is not just a subject expert but also a mentor and supporter who helps students in their overall growth. 1. Educational role. Teachers guide students in selecting the right subjects, improving study habits, and preparing for exams. Example: a teacher may suggest a student struggling in maths to attend remedial classes or use learning apps. 2. Career role. Teachers help students explore career opportunities and motivate them to aim for the right profession. Example: a science teacher guiding a student with interest in biology towards careers like medicine, pharmacy, or biotechnology. 3. Personal role. Teachers support students in overcoming personal problems like stress, low confidence, or peer pressure. Example: a teacher motivating a shy student to take part in debate competitions. 4. Social and moral role. Teachers guide students in building good relationships, discipline, and values like honesty and respect. Strategies for effective guidance. To provide effective guidance, teachers can use the following strategies. 1. Individual attention. Understanding each student's strengths, weaknesses, and interests helps in giving proper advice. 2. Counseling sessions. Organizing short one-on-one or group counseling sessions to listen to students' problems. 3. Use of ICT tools. Sharing career information through digital resources, online aptitude tests, or career counseling portals. 4. Encouragement and motivation. Appreciating students' efforts and motivating them to perform better. 5. Parent-teacher collaboration. Working with parents to understand the child better and solve academic or personal issues. 6. Creating a friendly atmosphere. Building trust so that students feel free to share their problems without fear. Conclusion. In short, a teacher is like a guide, counselor, and motivator who helps students choose the right path in studies, career, and life. By using strategies like individual attention, counseling, ICT, and motivation, teachers can shape students into confident, capable, and responsible individuals. Just like a lighthouse guides ships safely to shore, teachers guide students to success in life. Next important long question is: 4. What are the different approaches to counseling? Explain directive, non-directive, and eclectic counseling with examples. Different approaches to counseling. Counseling is the process of helping a person solve personal, educational, or career problems with the support of a counselor. Over the years, different approaches to counseling have been developed. The three main ones are directive counseling, non-directive counseling, and eclectic counseling. 1. Directive counseling. In this method, the counselor takes the lead and provides direct advice or solutions to the student's problem. It is useful when students are confused and need clear guidance. Example: a student is unable to decide which stream, science, commerce, arts, to choose after class 10. The counselor studies the student's interests, marks, and abilities and directly advises them to take science because of their strong performance in maths and science. Here the counselor plays the role of a decision maker. 2. Non-directive counseling. In this method, the counselor acts as a good listener and provides emotional support but does not give direct advice. The student is encouraged to talk, think, and finally make their own decision. Example: a student feels lonely and stressed because of family issues. The counselor listens patiently, asks questions, and makes the student realize their own strength. The student then decides how to handle the situation. Here the counselor plays the role of a facilitator. 3. Eclectic counseling. This is a mixed approach that combines both directive and non-directive methods. The counselor chooses the method according to the situation. Sometimes advice is given, and sometimes the student is encouraged to decide. Example, a student wants to improve public speaking. The counselor first listens to the student's fears, non-directive. Then suggests practical tips like joining a speaking club or practicing in front of a mirror, directive. Here the counselor plays the role of a flexible guide. Conclusion. In short, counseling can be directive, advice-based, non-directive, student-centered, or eclectic, flexible mix. Each approach is useful in different situations. Just like doctors use different treatments for different patients, counselors also choose the right method depending on the student's needs. Next important long question is: 5. Describe the process of counseling. What steps are involved in initiating and structuring counseling sessions? Process of counseling. Counseling is not just talking, it is a planned process where the counselor helps the student to understand their problems, explore solutions, and make the right decision. To make this process effective, counseling is carried out in different steps. 1. Establishing relationship initiation. The first step is to create a friendly and trusting relationship. The counselor makes the student feel comfortable by showing empathy and listening without judgment. Example, if a student is nervous about poor exam results, the counselor starts with warm conversation and assures the student that mistakes are normal. Trust is the foundation of counseling. 2. Identifying the problem. The counselor encourages the student to share difficulties in studies, emotions, or career. Through open-ended questions, the root cause of the problem is understood. Example, a student may say, "I hate maths," but the real problem could be fear of the teacher's strictness. 3. Setting goals. Together, the counselor and student decide what needs to be achieved. Goals may be reducing exam stress, improving concentration, or making a career choice. Example, the goal could be to prepare a timetable and follow it regularly. 4. Exploring alternatives. The counselor helps the student think of different solutions or options. Example, if a student is confused about career, alternatives like engineering, teaching, or design may be discussed. 5. Decision-making, structuring. The student is guided to select the best solution from the alternatives. In directive counseling, advice is given. In non-directive, the student chooses. In eclectic, both are used. 6. Action plan and follow-up. The final step is to make a clear action plan and check progress later. Example: if the problem is exam fear, the student may start daily revision and practice relaxation exercises. Later sessions will track improvement. Conclusion. The process of counseling includes building trust, finding the problem, setting goals, exploring options, making decisions, and follow-up. Like a GPS shows different routes, counseling guides the student step by step to reach the right destination.